Hi Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shandra Lynn, and this is going to be the channel general energy reading for June. So I hope you guys are having an easy, beautiful time right now. Everything is really, for me, everything's a bit all over the place. Okay, so you guys, there's this dove sitting right outside my office window, and it's like just staring at me, like getting my attention. And then the squirrel came in, and it ran across the street. And there's a message in it for you guys. This dove is still giving me like the eye. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so what you guys got is childhood innocence. That dove is still staring at me, y'all. And then you got love, compassion, and this is the present energy, this card right here. And then this is what is coming, the lotus flower with unfoldment. And the bottom of the deck is the meadow, vulnerability. And that's the message from your higher true self. Okay, so what the cards are saying, along with the dove and the squirrel, and the dove is still staring me down, y'all. Okay, so this is a action and energy that you were in just recently. This is like a past energy. But in a sense, this is telling me like it's a quick new start to a cycle, like something just closed out and it's beginning again. So it's okay, you did something in complete innocence, and it was an action, an energy, a focus or something, but in a sense, I'm being shown that it was like a full embrace. It might have even been something that you've looked back on and were like, I can't believe like I did that, or I can't believe I was like that, or something like that. Because you view it for yourself like, oh man, what, like, oh, I was acting like a fool. But that wasn't the perception of how you were viewed from outside yourself. It was viewed as very much in the moment, being curious, exploring, just being your true, authentic self, kind of like it came out. And it was actually a very beautiful thing, because that accomplished something of like putting you right into this love, this compassion. It was like, what I'm being shown is like a big warehouse type thing, but it was always like, it was dark. It was always dark. And so it was perceived as being scary. It was told like it was off limits. You can't go there, kind of a thing. And take this how it resonates with you in your life. And I don't think I went over that. I'm sorry. Let's do that really quick. This is a general reading, so take it how it resonates with you in your life and in your situations and your experiences, and disregard the rest. So however this resonates with you in your life, it's like a big warehouse, and it was always dark, and it was always scary. But it was something you might have always just like not even attempted to think like, what is there? Because it was always just kind of like a fear-based thought process, a fear-based cycle to kind of off limits. But then you did something else, and it might seem very insignificant, but you did something, and it's almost like if you're in a video game, it unlocked a chest, and now like you got light in a sense. Like you got lights, you got lanterns, you got torches, whatever resonates with you. It's like all of a sudden what you have access to, what you were just kind of like what you just earned with taking this action is a tool that allows you to see now what was unseen to you before. And so now that warehouse seems possible. Like now that you have those lights and you can shine, like all those shadows and everything that, you know, you were told like, oh, those are the monsters that, you know, roam the warehouse to attack anybody that tries to go into this warehouse. And now that you're able to flash a light on it, and it was like it tricked you so well because it's like you could in the dark see the shadows moving around it. But what I'm being shown is that once you have the light and you're able to see what it is, it's almost like, you know, those big bouncy balls, like the big ones. It's almost like they were like in a chute or something, like chain link fences with a path. And so as the wind blew, these big balls would be able to move, and it looked like in the dark like something was roaming, but all it really is just these balls moving around when the wind is blowing them, and they stay in form because they're on a path. So now you're shining that, but there's also, okay, so you got this unfoldment. And this card talks about things come into light. Like you got the light, you see like there's light like poof, spreading out, right? But with the lotus flower, it's like talking about like its roots and everything are kind of, it's in a murky, mucky place. But it blooms. It's like, what I'm being told is that now that you can see, you got the light, and it's like you can see that these balls, it's not creatures of any sort. It's not any dark, horrible shadows. It's actually just these big rubber balls filled with air that are kind of moving around according to the wind. And it's like you've got an awareness, and things are coming together. Like I said, with that new light, it's more of a higher, broader perspective. And so you see this thing happening, and you know that something inside you is telling you that you should get into that warehouse, because the setup of those balls, like whatever you're able to see now, you can see that it was purposely designed to, like somebody intentionally designed it and set it up to scare people from not going into this warehouse. And so now it's like, what is in this warehouse? What is in this warehouse? And that's where it kind of, it goes right back around, and you're fixing to take another step in this childhood innocence, because you're getting in that warehouse. Like you can see there is nothing there that has a conscious awareness that you are going to be there. And so it's almost like that light just kind of gets you to go. But what I'm being shown with that squirrel that was just crossing the street, and the bird is gone now, and with the higher true self giving you the meadow, the vulnerability card, it's almost like it's not getting into the warehouse. It's the getting to the warehouse that scares you. It's like there's this feeling that whatever is been keeping you away from the warehouse is going to see you going for the warehouse. And that comes from, we got this Ancestors Generations card right under the Meadow Vulnerability card. Because what I'm picking up is, in a sense, is like there's this, oh no, but if I do this, such and such, I'm dishonoring such and such, I'm turning my back on such and such, I'm going against such and such, I'm breaking that loyalty with such and such. But the truth is it's, you're going to do it. Like, you're going to do it. Because you're in that childhood innocence again to take action. So it's almost like, you know, you're going to get into that cookie jar no matter what. Let's get more cards pulled and confirm what is going on. But what I have, okay, so what I'm also being told with this unfoldment card as well is that that vulnerability card as well. It's also speaking to you, what you view as your thoughts, and you feel bad about having those thoughts. And this is actually really going on quite a bit. So it's like all of a sudden you have this thought that comes to you, like whatever this energy is, whoever this is in your life is like, you just, it's almost like you have this thought like, oh, they're going to do this, right? And the trick is that when you have, what I'm being told is that's not a thought that you're getting. Don't feel bad like, oh, why am I thinking of like this about this person? It's not your thoughts. It's the energy that you're picking up on. This process that you have just gone through, it's really kind of yeah. Okay, because it's destiny, you guys. It's happening. It's happening no matter what. But what I wanted to continue to say about this energy, this unfoldment energy that is coming in, and it's like you have this like, oh, I feel like you just had a thought like such and such person is going to get a hold of me because they want XYZ from me, you know? And all I'm seeing is that in the past, it would be like you would initiate when they made contact, you would initiate it with like, what do you want? Because you had that feeling like they wanted something. And then it was like, oh, no, 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 I don't want anything. I was just calling to see how you're doing. And then it was kind of like that. But then the next time they got a hold of you, it was like, oh, I need XYZ, you know? So what I'm being told with this energy is that when you have that, oh, this person's going to get a hold of me for XYZ, and you feel like you're being taken advantage of, don't let on to that energy that you felt coming. Just leave it open and allow them to initiate it. In a sense, this is part of you becoming aware of a instinctual gift that you have, and in a sense, it's not you thinking anything negative when you took that past action in that childhood innocence. Let me move these over because I'm noticing that they're not really being and you got that light. It was like it lights up, and it makes everything that was being hidden seen. So when your energy, when your light travels to something, you see, you can see. It's not that you're going to see somebody's intentions when they're coming from a place of this compassionate love, because that's where you're at. So it's almost like um, being on the same team and having complete trust. So somebody's actions that hurt you when they're on the same level, you're not going to have an awareness of them coming at you. It's going to take you by surprise, like, oh crap, that just really fucking hurt me, you know. And then normally the other party's going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know. When you didn't have an awareness of it coming, in a sense, it's more of a universal balance thing, but it was not intentional to hurt. But what you are receiving, these thought processes that you're receiving, are from those vibrations that are lower. So you can clearly see it's like a heads up, this is coming. You don't have to take action on it. It's just giving you an awareness of what is coming, so that way you knew it was coming. You're completely in control of yourself, okay? But now going back to that whole warehouse thing, and like I said, you know, you got that light, you're going to get to the warehouse. All you're doing is really pushing past this vulnerability. You know that once you get there and you can get inside, like, you're good, because no one really goes there. But it is the process of crossing that road to get to it that is really a struggle. It's really a struggle. There's a lot of fear. What do I do? How do I get back? That kind of energy with this wolf. But it also, the wolf talks about, like I said, that instinctual gift that you have. It's very much that instinctual gift, and you're being made aware of it because you are fixing to cross that road. You're getting in that warehouse. Like I said, this is your destiny. It's happening no matter what. And then if you look, the card that came right below it is the twin gods. It's like the two sides. It's the yin and the yang. You have to have one in order to have the other. And so with this new level up you did, everything has changed. Who you thought was your partner and on your side could actually be your opposition view. If you can look at it like the ship, the game Battleship, it's like, you know, it's now, oh, I realize, like, in order to play the game, you have to have those both sides, okay? So that's where this, like, oh no, but it's coming up so that way you can see better. Because in a sense, it's like, don't let everybody, like, you know, and the energies that need to know that you're fixing to cross that road, like, it's good to go, but because you need to be made aware of the new dynamic, okay? It is destiny, and you're being made aware of it because it's like you got to, it's almost like purifying yourself. And okay, now look, ooh, here we go. This is how these went. Okay, and then so I mean, it's happening, it's destiny. But because everything's changed, you got the snake card here, so it's talking about renewal, it's talking about shedding, right? And it is a very vulnerable time. But it's going on no matter what. It's like you can't, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. And when it happens, it'll illuminate and unfold things. And it's like, even if the other players are unaware that the whole dynamic has changed, you've done a lot of work, and you took a lot of action to change things that were not resonating with you in your life. So you're aware of the shift. You're aware of the change. You are aware, like, holy crap, look, those are nothing but aired up balls blowing around in a walkway to scare the shit out of us. But it's almost like what I'm hearing is shh, because if recognize, you don't have to look at it as like, oh, they're horrible. You just need to see it like, this is kind of, you look at it like a game. You have to have both sides in order for the world to grow and for our souls to evolve and grow. We have to have both sides. Okay, so it's just kind of keep looking at it from like a beautiful love and compassion. Okay, have to have like both sides, but it definitely is a shedding, and you are definitely going to start being made aware of it. And it might be like, oh, that hurts so bad, like, ooh, feeling it in your chest. It hurts so bad when you're made aware, like, oh. But there is complete love, because without one, you cannot have the other. So it's like a beautiful, valuable thing. And what I want to be told with this unfoldment, it's almost like it's going to hurt, right? And it's going to take your breath, and it's catching your breath again. You have the stamina for this. This is a very, very powerful feminine energy card right here. It's talking about having the stamina, but not only that, moose are big. And it's not like you want to go and fuck with one, because they're huge and they'll take you down. All right. But that is kind of what you're shedding from this snake. And kind of going and transforming, like, from a snake to this moose, right? And with that, you got the purification card. But what also is going with that is you got the opportunity card right here. And this is talking about like the complete, you think the snake cannot go places that the moose can, in a sense. But whatever the snake, and it's almost like you're not going to, it's really complex, because you got the wolf, you got the snake, and you got the moose right here. And it's almost like you are this wolf and you are this snake, but you are also transforming into this moose. And it's not about having to choose one or the other or where you're going to stick at. It's about allowing yourself to comfortably settling into having all of them within your power, okay? And it's going to present some amazing opportunities. And what I want to say is that with this card becoming really aware, with you becoming really aware of these opposition energies, the new dynamics of the game, it opens up even more opportunities, because you're no longer thinking about taking all of this with you when you realize, like, holy crap, we're always going to be together. We're just maybe on different sides of the game right now. I really hope that resonates in a beautiful way. But Gemini, we're going to continue this over on Vimeo. If you'd like to join me, the link is going to be below. I hope this really gives you guidance and moves you forward in this month easily and joyously. And I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Love you so much. If you feel like reaching out, my email address is below, and we'll see you soon. Love you guys.